Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the commentary of the Home of Alternative Commentary as we bring you a clash from the Championship as Fulham take on Middlesbrough and our first part of a double header on the commentary of today with another Championship match coming up a little bit later on at 4:30. I'm your alternative commentator for this match between Fulham and Middlesbrough, Russ Vernon. Later we'll have Coventry City against Nottingham Forest with Nicholas Jones, the man on the mic for that game. With John Kane presenting the coverage for that match, the players will be getting ready to come out of the tunnel very in a moment or so's time as we look ahead to the first of a double header in the Championship on this Sunday, the 8th of August 2021. We'll just go through the results from yesterday as the teams are now out onto the field. The results from yesterday are going across the bottom of your screen right now. So those are just going across the bottom of your screen. In a second, I'll give you the all-important team news of how Fulham and Middlesbrough line up this afternoon as we look ahead to another fantastic season in the Championship and who will be victorious come in May when three teams are promoted to the Premier League and the three will be relegated to League One and the other remaining teams will be remaining in the division for yet another year. We'll look at the two teams now then with Harry Wilson, Paolo Gazzaniga both make their debuts for Fulham. Gazzaniga is in goal, Tete, Tosin Adarabioyo, Tim Ream and Anton Robinson is at the back. Tyrese Francois and Josh Onomah are the holding role, with Harry Wilson, Fabio Carvalho and Niskins Cabana are just behind Alexander Mitrovic. The bench is Mark Rodak, Bobby D. Cordova-Reid, Ivan Cavallero, Joe Bryan, Jean-Michael Serre and Alfie Wilson along with Abubakar Kamara. As for Middlesbrough, Lumley, Ikpeazu and Matt Crooks, who joined in the summer, made their Middlesbrough debuts. It's Lumley in goal, Fry, Hall and McNair at the back, Dyke-Steele, Howson, Morsey and Boller in midfield. Crooks and one more are just behind Ikpeazu. On the bench is Skafanovic, the goalkeeper, Tavernier, Piero, who could make his Middlesbrough debut today, Lee Peltier, Jed Spence, Isaiah Jones and Josh Coburn. Should be a very good game for you all to watch this afternoon and we should hopefully get a good match. This is Marco Silva as the manager of Fulham, his first competitive game in charge, with Luis Bermorte is assistant today. The referee for this game is Keith Stroud, assisted by Ian Cooper and Sam Lewis. John Busby is the man holding up the board to tell everyone how many minutes will be added on at the end of the first and second half. We're getting ready to kick off with mostly no win in 4 previous caps against Fulham, a draw and a defeat against Fulham's. Will that continue today or will Middlesbrough get the win and will that come at the end? We'll see the players just take the knee to remind everyone there is no room for racism. Middlesbrough will get us underway in this first half, attacking the goal to my right, Fulham attacking the goal to my left, and we're off and underway here in the first of a double header as we see Fulham take on Middlesbrough this afternoon. And there's an early free kick for Middlesbrough. There is a man down, can't see who is down. Mitrovic is holding his head. He's now going down. It's Johnny Howson. And Mitrovic catches him with the arm. It could be a red card there. It could have been a red card there for Mitrovic. Is a booking by Keith Strand, and that's the first yellow card. And we've only been playing 54 seconds, so early yellow card there after an arm on Johnny Howson from striker Alexander Mitrovic, who will look to cause a few problems, and he will be looking all holding the tie room now. Will Alexander Mitrovic after getting that early booking? And that's a booking, first booking of the contest as well for Alexander Mitrovic. And there's a free kick now to Fulham. There's confirmation on my sheet in front of me that Alexander Mitrovic has been booked. And that's the first booking of the season, because this is the first booking of the season. First game of the season as well for Fulham and Middlesbrough. Their opening day fixture moved today due to coverage televised across UK's Isaac Priezo trying to get the ball through as Tim Ream does well there. Adebayo to Gazaniga to Tim Ream now. Adebayo tossing Adebayo there. Will look to play the ball out wide to Kenny Tett, who can fetch the ball forward here. Tett now into Harry Wilson, joined from Liverpool. Here's Adebayo now into Tim Ream, and Fulham will just look to play the ball out from the back and cause a few problems. Here's Cavallero moved across to the left hand side for a moment. Here's Cabana, who wins a throw off of Dijksteel. Humphrey Dijksteel playing in the right wing back spot today, normally a right back. Will be adopted into a right wing back role by Neil Warnock for this match today. Matt Crooks is there trying to help out his teammate, put him in there, forcing playing as the one of the three centre backs. He's started off as that. He's been told to man mark Tyrese Francois by Neil Warnock. He looks to me, so he's just following him around. Here is Fulham coming forward with a cross in towards Mitrovic from Tete, and he's headed behind by Grant Hall, and there's the first corner of the game. We played 4 minutes, and we're currently 0-0 so far. Good start as we see Harry Wilson come across to take this early corner. Can Middlesbrough defend this corner really, really well? Fulham getting an early goal there. Wilson into the penalty, cleared away. Cavalier send the ball back in. One more goes down. No foul there. The players who Sergio Robinson almost skidded an own goal there, did Anton Robinson, but Gazaniga did well there to do really, really well to get back, and that was almost a bad back pass, and if Gazaniga was alert there, that would have been 1-0 to Middlesbrough, and Gazaniga had to stretch to get that. Down for an early corner for Middlesbrough now. Corner at the other end. Here's Minnette to take the corner, who's lining up to play centre back, moved to have gone in towards midfield area, and once that corner comes in, Gazaniga couldn't get punched onto it. Wasn't convincing, but a foul there, according to the referees. Crooks weren't holding onto Gazaniga. There was I think it was Adebayo holding onto Crooks, pushing him into Gazaniga. Here's Kennetet, who can give the ball to Harry Wilson and then go forward. Wilson will check back and finding tossing Adebayo, who gives the ball away. Now, here's Dale Fry to send the ball forward, looking to pick out Matt Brooks, who will chase that down. He's out of play for a throw to Fulham, to be taken by Anthony Robinson, should I say. Formerly of Wigan is Anthony Robinson. Matt Brooks played the opening couple of pre-season games. Started off pre-season with Rotherham United before his move to Middlesbrough. It was part of the Rotherham United team Crooks, who got relegated back to League One. And be interesting to see how that goes. Be very interested to see how that match goes today. Fulham against Middlesbrough is the team that we're playing. You're listening to the Home of Alternative Commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel, as Middlesbrough will have a throw to be taken by Dyke-Steele down the line into the path of one more. It was Matt Crooks who wins his header, but he commits a foul in there as well. Did Matt Crooks push in the back of Tosin Adebayo there, I think it was. Or it might have been Francois, but nevertheless, there was a push in the back there as Ted gets the ball clear, but only out for a throw to Middlesbrough, which will be taken by Mark Boller, the left wing back. Didn't feature at all during pre-season due to injury, but is being deemed fit enough to play this game as the ball can't get in towards Ikpeazu, but he couldn't get there as Adebayo lets it run through to Gazaniga to clear long look towards Niskins Cabana, but his clearance goes out of play for a throw, and it's still 0-0 in the opening 8 minutes of the match, and we have seen a booking inside the opening 45 seconds, I think it was, timed at the booking for Alejandro Mitrovic, who caught Johnny Howson in the arm. The Middlesbrough captain, Howson, is back on that field of play and back into action, being back in action for quite a bit after that early challenge. Ikpeazu Congan Dream gets the ball clear for Fulham. Mitrovic flicks on looking for Wilson, and balls it therefore breaks for one more. And Ravel comes across on the cover. Ikpeazu's there to concede. Thought he won a corner there for Middlesbrough, but it came off him after Adebayo and Anton Robinson just played it off the new number 9 for Middlesbrough, signed from Wycombe Wanderers, who were also one of the teams last season to get relegated from this division. And Joe Lumley just picks up possession and just will look to fetch the ball forward as Lumley looks for Ikpeazu. I think that's going to be the vocal point of Middlesbrough season, should I say. Trying to pick out Ikpeazu. One more's in there, which goes to Adebayo, who can get the ball forward, but then Cabana tries to knock it down line for Mitrovic to chase on to, but can't get his into the path of the Fulham striker. He's out for a throw on that far side. Dijksteel will look to take the throw in. Dijksteel loves go down the line. Here's Matt Crooks, but can't keep the ball in play, and he's out for a goal kick to Fulham. Today's player of the match sponsor on the up is sponsored by Commentary Services. Our player of the match for this game will be announced during the second half, probably when about the final 5 minutes of the second half, should I say, final 5 minutes or so. That's when we'll announce our player of the match for this game, and it's sponsored by Commentary Services. As is Pietro does really well to hold up. Dijksteel now has possession, and Dijksteel has to go all the way back to Lumley, and he feeds it first time into Del Fry, and Del Fry looks to pull the ball forward, looking towards Duncan. One more there, and one more couldn't claim possession, and it's out for a throw, which is taken down the line by Tet. Valed Mitrovic. First one loses out. Here's McNair. Ikpeazu trying to get there from Middlesbrough. Baller there. Onima gives the ball away to Morsey. Trying to play it down the line for one more. Tet into Onima. And Tet again. Here's Onima once more. Down the line it goes. Here's Harry Wilson. He's had a play for a throw from Del Fry. Wilson will look to take it, but then he leaves it for Tet to take the throw, and Fulham will try and cause a few problems here, as they have done so far. Tet with the ball in towards Mitrovic, cleared away. Here's Anthony Robinson is caught by Crooks, and there's a free kick to Fulham. Stupid from Crooks, had to give that foul. We'll just watch it again. Doesn't need to do that. The ball's going to go out of play for a throw to Middlesbrough, because Robinson didn't really take it in his stride, and he's given us a cheap free kick away there as Crooks. And if this is to go in, we'll see an early goal in this game as we watch on. Good ball in towards a penalty area from Cabano, cleared away. Dijksteel was the man who cleared that free kick. Robinson with the ball back in. McNair heads the ball clear. Adebayo puts the ball back up towards the penalty area. Alson's back there in the right back spot to clear downfield if Pietro can't go on the end of that. And now here's Wilson into the path to Onima, back to Wilson. She's Onima with the lovely run. Josh Onima strike is blocked by McNair, and he goes behind for a corner. And that's a superb bit of play from Fulham. Wilson to Onima, back to Onima, back into Onima again. And McNair did really, really well. To put it behind. Here's a corner from Wilson, and his paw cleared away. Breaks now for Carvalho, and he wins another corner. So Wilson will get another chance, and he'll hope to deliver a better cross than the one previously. And it was a bit more actually be the first man, but was claimed quite easily there by Joe Lumley, and we're still a 0-0. We'll be able to follow the game. We'll be able to bring you all the updates throughout this match today. Full match commentary 11 interrupted across a number of channels. I'll tell you where our broadcast partners are. Here's a lovely chant. And there's a free kick to Fulham there for a foul by McNair, and McNair is booked for a foul on Kenny Tet. And now that's one booking each. Not sure why it was money there. Clear booking for Paddy McNair on the for a foul on the Fulham right back, Kenny Tet. Gazaniga will look to send this free kick forward then to try and cause a few problems. And Gazaniga trying to take it from the wrong place there until Keith Shaw told him where the correct place was to tail off. Gazaniga across to Mitrovic. Now Cabano. And Cabano does well to hold off possession. Cabano goes down. Giving the ball away of Middlesbrough now as Tete does really well to get back to Gazaniga. Gazaniga to Adebayo, back to Gazaniga again. And now across to Tim Ream, the captain for Fulham today. Be interesting to see how this game does. Will it be... Will Fulham get the win, or will Middlesbrough get the win, or will it end in a draw? I know tries to play Carvalho, and he does find Carvalho, but his cross is deflected into the arms of Joe Lumley, the goalkeeper for Middlesbrough there as we watch this game unfold. Should be a good match that we've got in prospect tonight. Well, this afternoon, this evening, or this morning, depending whereabouts you are listening to our coverage from. If you're enjoying our coverage, do let us know. You can get in contact in the live chat on YouTube and be able to tell us if you're enjoying our coverage of the match, as we see ball come forward. Edward by almost giving the ball away, and then Fulham do give the ball away. In the end, so we are currently still in it. Nil-nil, 18 minutes gone, coming up towards the 19th minute mark. And Mitrovic was top scorer back in 2019-20 with 26 goals. Last time he was in the Championship was under by got a bit of blood. He did clash of heads a few moments ago. I'm not sure if that's the result of that. He'll have to change his undershirt once his nose is stopped. No blood on his actual shirt. Just have to have no undershirt on now. And Fulham temporarily down to 10 men. As can Fulham hold out while they're still down to 10 men temporarily before Tosin Adebayo just come back on? 0-0 is the score so far. 20 minutes gone, and you're listening to Fulham against Middlesbrough. As the ball is hit towards Ikpeazu. And he comes to Gazaniga. Tossing Adebayo back on the field of play now, so they're all back up to 11 aside on the field of play. Here, Fulham come forward. Here is Tet. Lovely one from Carvalho. Gets away from Crooks. And his crosses over it in the end. Robinson gets there. Robinson puts the ball back in. Missed by Mitrovic. I mean, Wilson with the decent effort saved by Lumley. And that's a fantastic save from Joe Lumley. Diving towards the top left-hand corner of the penalty of the goal after Wilson struck from the right-hand side, and that's a superb save. Diving to his right there, Joe Lumley, to push the ball away. And now he's in with Mitrovic's held the penalty area. Ball in there, but Mitrovic. Carvalho commits the foul then. It's a free kick to Middlesbrough. Well, if we just watch this goal, lovely control. And he just watches it come down on the volley. Superb effort. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcast partner for the season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. The neck on control and here is Tet, who does really well to get the ball forward. Here's Wilson. And Wilson wins a free kick, and Justin Adebayo will take that free kick. Still goalless if you're only just joining us. Coming towards 23 minutes played. This ball is back to Gazaniga, the former Tottenham goalkeeper. Here's Tim Ream. Mitrovic. And lovely run from Francois to Wilson. Tet on the outside. Here's Kenny Tet inside the penalty area. Kenny Tet strike is blocked. Here is the head of Francois to Wilson, and Wilson will look to feed the ball forward, and he does find the ball forward. Lovely 1-2. Here's Cabano. Here's Kins Cabano trying to get away from Johnny Alston, who Alston did well to clear. Waits for Ream. Ted. Here's Josh Onema. And he comes off Onema in the end. And it's a free kick. And it's a throw, should I say, to Middlesbrough. Still 0-0 between Fulham and Middlesbrough. The ball is launched down the line. Ikpeazu's there. Kenny Tete doing really, really well. Here's Ikpeazu. Good ball forward from Ikpeazu. Ikpeazu causing quite a few problems there. The ball is down line towards Ikpeazu, who's been wrestled by Kenny Tet, but the referee says Kenny Tet was the man who was fouled, not the Middlesbrough number 9, and he's given a free kick to Fulham. I'm not 100% sure what Keith Shaw saw there. It looked to me as if Ikpeazu was being fouled, should I say, by Kenny Tet, not the other way around. Well, the referee is a lot closer to the action than I am, as we See Adebayo play the ball into Wilson. Wilson is fouled from behind by Mark Boller. Mark Boller should be booked for that in my opinion. And I think Marco Silva agrees with my saying there, my viewpoint. Trying to think of the word there. Excuse me. It's a free kick to Fulham. He was having a go there with Ronnie Jepson, Lewis Beaumorter, the assistant. Kevin Friend, before the free kick's been mentioned. A yellow card is coming out. And there's a booking there for Kevin Blackwell, the Middlesbrough Beaumorter, one of the men that have been booked. Along with Kevin Blackwell, Lewis Beaumorter and Kevin Blackwell there, being booked by Keith Stroud as the ball is just trying to get the ball through. Oliver fires it just wide. Kevin Blackwell is the other man in the dugout who has been booked. Just added that to my sheet here first. Confirmation of the booking there for Kevin Blackwell. The confirmation of the booking for Lewis Beaumorter. Here's McNair to get the ball forward. Both weren't happy with a decision by Keith Stroud and had to go to the fourth official about it, so he brought Kevin Friend's attention to it to make sure they were booked. As the ball is forward, and it's to Gazaniga now, coming up towards the half-hour mark, 30-minute mark, and you're listening to the alternative commentary on the Commentary YouTube channel. Commentary Services would like to thank our streaming partner for this season, Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com. And the ball is down the line. Here's Josh Onomer. Here's Wilson. Wilson on the edge of the penalty. Wilson! Harry Wilson's up in the scoring. And Fulham take the lead. It has been coming. Fulham have been knocking on the door in the last few minutes. And Fulham now finally take the lead. Harry Wilson has opened the scoring and Fulham are in the lead. Yes, it was all down to Tet into the path of Onomer. Onomer nodded the ball back into Wilson. Wilson up against Boller. And Boller let Wilson go on the left and cut inside and fired into the bottom corner beyond Joe Lumley, and Fulham are in the lead. Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 0 is the scoreline. And it's Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 0. If you're just tuning in, Harry Wilson has just scored 30 minutes on the clock, and Fulham are in the lead thanks to Harry Wilson's goal on 30 minutes. Here's Carvalho, Tet on the outside. That's Carvalho. Here's Francois. Francois does really, really well to hold up possession on tournament. Cabano. Robinson. Cabano again. Cabano cuts inside. Cabano goes for goal and fires it just wide of the target. And that was a superb goal from Harry Wilson. 15 goals outside the box since February 2018. Now for Harry Wilson. And he's on the score sheet today. Fantastic. You see? And we see more goals in this game. If Pietro can't get an end of that as the cross came in, he now breaks for one more, and Cabano does well to win a throw there off of one more. And Neil Warnock not happy there with that incident. Thought it should have been a throw to his side. The assistant said the same, but Kevin Friend disagreed, and he was the nearest to it, along with Neil Warnock. But Kevin Friend was the nearest one to spot what happened. Warnock thought he spotted his one more though. And Ted does really well to challenge and win the ball back, and it's 1-0 to Fulham. Harry Wilson with the goal on 30 minutes, just 3 minutes ago if you're just joining us. Today, Wilson, the goal scorer, gets the ball clear. On to Mitrovic, giving away to Morse. Into McNair, McNair with the cross in. He's blocked by Tosin Adebayo, and he's now with Wilson, who's lost out this time, and now is with Fry into the path of All into Alson. Up towards Igpeazu from All, and Igpeazu still going through, and he wins a free kick off of a challenge by Tosin Adebayo, the centre back for Fulham. And we are still in the lead. Panamin there with a free kick. He scored one in the last pre-season match against Rotherham, a deflected free kick, but it was a little bit closer to where we are from here. Moses across there, Gazaniga only opting for a two-man wall, which is a bit strange here. Two youngsters, I think it's Francois and Caballero are in that. And it comes to Minnell's stroke. Dyke still goes the ball back towards the penalty area, cleared away once more. Morse loops it up into the air, flicked on by All. Dag still heads it forward into the path of Crooks, who can't go on end of that. After a throw, Robinson to take. And so far, it's Marco Silva who will be the happier of the two. Appointed on the 1st of July on a 3-year deal. After a number of names were linked, Steve Cooper, formerly of Swansea, was one of the men who was linked to the Fulham hot seat. But in the end, they went for Marco Silva, who had spells in English football at Watford. And there's a booking there for Ipaezu there, I think. Definite booking there for the Middlesbrough striker. The number 9 signed from Wickham. Ipaezu with the definite booking there. So Fulham lead by a goal to nil. There's a man still down on the back up now, which was Tim Ream, who went down. And the USA international Tim Ream seems to be okay now. It appears he's having a quick chat with Keith Stroud. Coming up towards the final few minutes of the first half as Fulham lead by a goal to nil. Johnny Alston's asking if the referee was taking, if the goalkeeper doesn't think he's taking that free kick from the right spot, and he was told yes by Keith Stroud, the referee. So Alston said okay, but Alston wasn't sure if he was. And there's a Robinson clears as if Piezo's just gone down following a challenge from Anubayo and Ream. Fulham, the defence shot off it to referees the balls. It was Matt Crooks away from his man. Crooks. Can Middlesbrough pull level here? Matt Crooks in towards the penalty area, but he's too close in the end to Paulo Gazzaniga. And his fantastic save in the end, therefore easy catch in practice there for Gazzaniga as we come up towards the end of this first half. If you're just tuning in, thank you very much. Where have you been for the opening 39 minutes? More football coming up on the commentary of this week at 4:30. On air from 4:15, join John Kane as he presents coverage as commentary back home, taking on Nottingham Forest. Nicholas Jones will be the man in the commentary position for that game, and then Tom Safadini will be on the mic as he brings you the Super Cup between Chelsea and Villarreal on Wednesday evening. Ball is defended by Lumley, the Middlesbrough goalkeeper, finds the head of Tim Ream, who's the captain up for the day. The Pietro goes down again, and to be honest with you, from what I've seen so far, Ikpeazu will spend more time on the grass, on his back and on his bum, than he has stood up on that field of play. Well, no, not happy there. And be interesting to see if he gets booked for foul and abusive language towards the assistant referee. Doesn't look like he is at the moment, as that ball towards Cabana can't get there, and Dyke still tracked Cabana all the way. And Dyke still does very, very well in the end. He's flicked on by Crooks towards Ikpeazu. Ream gets the ball away. And there is All, who can't get the ball forward. Out of play for a throw. Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 0 the scoreline. Coming towards the end of the first half. Went to the final 4 minutes of the first period, and as both teams will look to score here. Here's Brooks, who's gone down, no foul. Dyke still now back to Johnny Howson. And Howson wins the throw for Middlesbrough. Howson, the captain for Middlesbrough this season. After a good past few seasons for Borough, Johnny Howson, who's a former Leeds United man. It was part of the Leeds United promotion from League One into the Championship. Johnny Howson scored the first goal on that occasion before Jermaine Beckford scored to turn the game on its head after Bristol Rovers took the lead. But information there to remind you of what happened in that game for Johnny Howson. That was a big goal in his career as they have Leeds back into the Championship. Leeds currently, as we all know, did a top half finish in the Premier League last season, and they are preparing to take on Manchester United on Saturday in the Premier League, which can hear on the commentary of Craig Braddock, the man behind the mic, on the mic for that one, should I say. Fulham coming towards the end of the first half, as Gazaniga will take his time to go into the lead. It's Gazaniga to send the ball forward, and there's a long kick downfield. Just gets away from Mitrovic. It's been there for Howson, and now Crooks is making a run for, but Howson opts to go back to Dijksteel. Dijksteel cuts inside and goes back into Del Fry. And now it's with Grant Hall, and now Johnny Howson again. And looking there now, here's Crooks. Ikpeazu, the former Wickham man, once more. He's doing well when he's managed downfield with all the possession, while Howson down line towards Crooks, going away to Robinson, back to Cabana. Robinson to Ream. And Ream is booted clear. Ball headed downfield, coming up towards the final towards the final 40 seconds of the first half, and we'll be interested to see how many minutes will be added on in the game. The ball is dipped forward, but there is a throw. Offside flag, should I say, to up against Ikpeazu, who was just coming back from an offside position. He looks as though he was, to me, he looked like he was just coming back from an offside position. as we're into 3 additional minutes there in the first half. 1-0 to Fulham. Yeah, if he wins a free kick, I think. Yes, I think the free kick has been given for a foul on Nick Piezo. And this time Nick Piezo does get something for foul. Should have been tubbed by Tim Ream. He did well to get away from Ream. But then Robinson came across. Rolling out play, but the free kick's been given for the foul by Ream. Nick Piezo's just behind Onima. In towards Nick Piezo, flicks the ball on. It bounces just wide. All and Nick Piezo, he looked as though the ball in each other's way there. You'll see this again. Yes, both getting in each other's way there. And Grantol having a pull on the shirt of his teammate as we watch this game. Unformed. Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 0, the scoreline. The ball is flicked on. Here's Onima to get the ball forward, giving away, and it's cleared downfield. Chest of Vic Piezo. Vic Piezo does really, really well, giving the ball away. Reams there. Now breaks for Fulham to clear with through Adebayo after a good pass by Francois up towards Cavallera, and he comes off a Dale Fry. Cavallera will look to take the throw, and he does to Onima. Cavallera once more. Come towards the end of this first half. Cavallera with the run. The run from Cavallera. Bowler can't get there, and he's come off Onima. And it's a throw to Middlesbrough towards the end of this first half. Is down the line to Ikpiezo. Ikpiezo just acts it downfield, looking towards one more. One more will challenge, but Remeds it clear. It's path of McNairn, and it's come off Onima for a throw to Middlesbrough, which Jepson will pass to Boller to throw down the line towards Ikpiezo. And Ikpiezo wins a free kick for Middlesbrough just on the stroke of half time. Try and get an impact. Try and get back on level terms just before half time, and will Kenitete be punished for that change at the end? Just trying to apologise then, but Ikpiezo not having anything. It is McNair to take the free kick, and all Fry, Howson, Morsey, Dyke, Steele, Boller, all in there. McNair with the corner in towards the penalty, breaks away towards Howson. Well, there is the final act of the first half, and we're currently at half time now, and that is a fantastic first half between Fulham and Middlesbrough. Fulham still have the advantage thanks to a goal from Aaron Wilson on the 30-minute mark when he got the ball from Onima, cut inside, and Boller, one of them with Boller cut inside and allowed to cut back and fire into the bottom corner beyond Lumley. And at the break, Fulham are in the lead by a goal to nil. Barry Swin, our very own Barry Swin, a few minutes ago, put it in the chat. Come on, Fulham. Class act. It's Harry Wilson, and I've got to agree with you there, Barry. But at half time, it is Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 0. This is a commentary hub. Countdown to the second half in 5. Welcome back to the commentary hub for the second half as Fulham lead by a goal to 0 at the break thanks to Harry Wilson's goal on 30 minutes. The difference between Fulham and Middlesbrough so far. The players are back out. You can see Marco Silva and Luis Bomorte having a walk across the field for the start of the second half. Kenny Ted there trying to get the boys of Fulham fired up for the second half. Igpiezu just having a quick word with Keith Stroud. Wilson goal on his debut for Fulham. So far, run you through the teams very, very soon for the start of the second half, and as soon as the game gets underway, we'll run you through that at the start of the second half. Fulham attacking the goal to my left, Middlesbrough attacking the goal to my right in the second half, and we're back underway as we watch this game unfold for the second 45 minutes. Who will come out on top in the end, as we'll remind you of the two teams in a moment, as Fulham have the ball over on that far side. Here's Tet trying to get forward. Still going Tet. Ball just stays in play. Here's Wilson back to Tet. Now Onomer. Ball into the path of Wilson. Ball back in. Mitrovic trying to do a flick towards his teammate Robinson, who was coming in there, I think he was. And he might have been Carvalho and Cabana trying to flick into one of those players, but he's gone out for a throw. Now with Wilson over on the far side of the right again. Here's Onomer, who's cross into the arms of Joe Lumley. So we'll just run you through the two sides for the start of the second half. No changes from what I can see. So Fulham landed with Paulo Gazzaniga in goal, Tet, Adebayo, Ream and Robinson at the back. Francois and Onomer, the two older midfielders. Wilson with the goal on 30 minutes, whose goal separates the side, starts on the right. Carvalho through the middle and Cabana on the left. And Alexander Mitrovic, who got booked early on, up from the bench of Rodak, Di Cordova, Carvalho, Brian, Sere, Mawson and Kamara. And Nick Piazza wins a free kick. So we'll just watch this free kick before the second half starts. As he free kick for a foul by Tostin Adebayo on Uch Ikpiezu. Paddy McNair will take this free kick. And he delivering towards the penalty area, trying to get a goal early on. And McNair will take this free kick in towards the far post. Fry can't get there. If Gazniga punches it clear, and then his act clear as well, and Wilson can go and end of this, and Wilson knocks the ball down the line. McNair's there, back out doing some defending, and we'll watch this ball down the line. It goes, given away, and now here's Carvalho there, and he's a free kick, McNair penalised. So it's Lumley in goal, Fry, All and McNair at the back, Dyke, Steele, House and Morsey, Boller in midfield, Crooks in one more either side of Ikpiezu on the bench. Stojanovic, Tavernier, Piero, Pelletier, Spence, Jones and Corbin for Middlesbrough so far. Adebayo with the ball forward. Here's Mitrovic as he goes for Carvalho. Can't go on the end of that. Is Piezo. Now Morsi. Morsi, lovely trickery away from one, but then gives the ball out wide. Gives the ball away. Now Robinson, Carvalho, and now Robinson again. Advantage. Played by Keith Stroud. Robinson is on the penalty area, still going. Now to Cabano. Cabano goes back. Here's Carvalho again. Robinson once more, this time into Francois. Now Adebayo. Here's Wilson. Mitrovic back into Wilson. Carvalho goes down on the edge of the box. No penalty. Just inside the penalty area. Nothing given. So a foul by Morsi on Carvalho. Oh, Fulham thought he should have been a free kick. There he is. Francois, and now Fulham just keep holding possession. Here's Adebayo now to fetch the ball forward. Out wide to Ter. Ter with the cross in. Too near Joe Lumley. And that's a great. That's a simple cat. I'm just looking at it again. Still can't see that the linesman on that far side could potentially spot that. Wilson gets an end of this though, and Fulham are coming on an attack once more, just in that penalty appeal. That Fulham had not given. In fairness to Keith Stroud, he couldn't really see it properly, but the official on that far side could, for me, can see it. 5 minutes going in the second half, and you're listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's player of the match sponsor is sponsored by Commentary Services. I'll announce that at about the 85th minute mark who's going to get our man. Who's going to get our player of the match, should I say. Isaac Piezo can't get the ball cleared. He's up towards halfway. It breaks towards the path of Mitrovic. So that very early, yeah, got to have to be careful there when he was challenging for the ball. Decent disciplinary procedure from Mitrovic, who wants to try and get that ball fairly quickly. The ball is spread out wide to Wilson, who heads inside. Wilson goes down on the edge of the box by Bowler, and it's a free kick. And it wouldn't surprise me if Bowler does get a booking here, and he has. Mo Bowler is the next man. He's the third Middlesbrough player to go in the book, following McNair and Ikpeazu. Warnock is about to make his first change of the evening, of the afternoon, should I say. Neil Warnock, the Middlesbrough manager, trying to change things up at Fulham, sort of the better of the two sides in the second half. Wonder if he'll be one of the men on the yellow card who'll be coming off. Once it was Mitrovic, who couldn't go on the end of that, and it's gone all the way through and out. Mitrovic managed to get away from all. Took out a boot, but couldn't get on end of that. And Fulham almost, if he could have got a clean connection on that Mitrovic, could have been 2-0 up. Double change for Middlesbrough is Carvalho on the edge of the box. Carvalho fires over. Fabio Carvalho fired over into the Arrowsmith end. Good all the play for Mitrovic to allow Carvalho getting on the end of that. Trying to bend it in that far corner, just couldn't get the angle to it. And it looks as though Tavernier and Jed Spence are going to be the Middlesbrough players coming on. So one are preparing for a double substitution rather than just the one which we originally thought. And Duncan one more coming off is one of the changes. We can see the changes now. And the first is Jed Spence for Duncan one more. And it's Tavernier who's come on for Uch Ikpiezu, who's on the bench. As Uch Ikpiezu, who's on that booking, comes off, is the other man who's come off. And Marcus Tavernier is on in his place, and it looks as though Crooks may have just gone up front with Tavernier. Jed Spence on the right, Tavernier on the left with Crooks. Through the middle and leading the line is Matt Crooks now. So we'll just wait to see how see if this will give Fulham any more Middlesbrough a chance to get back in this game now. Adebayo is just keeping possession. Crooks staying forward. It is Tim Ream though from Fulham to come forward as he looks to try and get the ball forward. Can Fulham hold on to their lead? Is here. It's a lovely ball forward given away. It breaks into the path of Francois, but he gives the ball away. It's still 1-0 to Fulham if you're just joining us. A free kick to Middlesbrough to be taken by Gazaniga, who pubs it forward looking for Crooks, who's now going to be the focal point with Spence and Tavernier either side now. Following those changes made a few moments ago by Neil Warnock. It'll be interesting to see if those changes will pay dividends as Middlesbrough will look to get back into this game. Crooks up against Ted. And Ted does well. And Crooks gives the ball sportingly to Gazaniga, so Fulham can get back on with it quickly rather than Fulham starting to try and time waste from the 59th minute. Coming up towards almost an hour gone in the match. Fulham lead by a goal to nil. Commentary service would like to thank our broadcast partners for this season: JDAF Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. Also, we'll be keeping across the later game today between Coventry and Nottingham Forest. And that score, that game can be heard with Nicholas Jones on the commentary microphone for that game as we see the game unfold. Here's Wilson, the goal scorer for Fulham, into Francois Adebayo, back to Gazaniga, to Reem, who's the captain, and he'll fetch the ball forward. Lovely bit of play from Fulham as we see the ball come forward. Here's Tim Ream. Good bit of play from Tim Ream as that ball is given away. Now Jed Spence can come forward. 4 minutes, but still the goal lead from Wilson on the 30th minute, as we've played just over an hour now. Fulham 1-0 up against Middlesbrough. Spence does really, really well against Robinson. Then Robinson does well to get back in behind to clear away and give a throw to concede a throw in. We didn't let Jed Spence get behind to keep the ball coming forward. And Robinson just getting ready to take the throw. As we get back into this, the changes have seemed to have helped a little bit so far. And one of the people on the booking, which was Ikpeazu, was one of the men who went off. One more also went off. As we see the games unfold. No changes yet for Fulham, who I don't expect to be making any changes as of yet because of how well they have done so far in the game. We are watching this game unfold. The ball's almost in from Cabano, whose header is straight to Lumley. And it's still 1-0 Fulham, and that's a good chance from Cabano. Almost getting in. No one around challenging. We should have really gone end of that there. But he couldn't direct the header on target. 1-0 Fulham lead. Cheers, Craig. Hopefully you're doing okay. Sam, thanks, Simon. This is my day job. Commentary, I do commentary, I do reporting. So I'm doing my day job. Afternoon, Mike. Hopefully you're doing okay, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. I know you said you'd be tuning in very, very soon. They've been busy elsewhere so far. Tavernier with the cross in from Lafriki for Middlesbrough. Picked up by Jed Spence. Puts the ball back in. Cleared away again. Alson wins the header. There's a clash of heads between Wilson and I think it might be Dijksteel. In fact, it's Mark Bowler who's down. And Harry Wilson. Genuine attempt to get the ball, but Bowler not moved since he hit the deck. Neither has Wilson. Bowler now just moving and just rolling over, just and now laying down. Wilson's just knelt up a little bit as we see both players going for the ball there. Nothing malice in that. Fulham leading by a goal to 0. More Grail coverage coming up while we've got a man on the floor. I'll tell you what we've got coming up on the channel this upcoming week. And on the Office 4 this afternoon, we've got live commentary with Nicholas Jones, the man bringing you the game between Coventry and Nottingham Forest, with John Kane presenting that one. And we've got Tom Safdari bringing you commentary of Chelsea Villarreal on Wednesday. Then on Friday, we've got the opening game of the Premier League with Mike Orneman, and he will be joined by Justin Oit for that game. And then we've got Craig Braddock making his commentary of debut, bringing you Manchester United against Leeds United at 12:30 on Saturday. Then Nicholas Jones will be back at 3 o'clock as Binfield take on Basingstoke in the Ishman League, and Nicholas will be live for us from the ground for that one. First venture into non-league, which is good for the channel to do that, and hopefully tune into that one to enjoy that coverage. We are bringing you Fulham against Middlesbrough, and you're listening to the of Alternative Commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Commentary Service would like to thank our official streaming partner for this season, Melon. Visit the website www.melonapp.com. The ball is from Tavernier, is given away by Morsey, and now Robinson has it back for Fulham, and Fulham just knuckle the ball around well. Here's Tim Ream, who can turn away from his man. Tim Ream gives the ball, doing very, very well to keeping hold of possession, into the path now of Mitrovic. Now is on him out wide to Wilson. Wilson back up after that clash of heads with Boller. Boller 2 back on the field of play. Onimer's shot is blocked. Can't pick out Mitrovic, who's going Fry under a bit of pressure. Fry gets the ball clear. Ream is being chased by Crooks. Crooks now chasing Adebayo, and he finds into Francois. Cavalier, and Cabana wins a throw, which will be taken by Robinson. Going towards the final 20 minutes of the match. Fulham still leading by a goal to 0. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on the commentary. You can see across the bottom of the scrolling ticker the scores from yesterday's. The ball almost came in for Wilson from the cross on that. Wonderful ball in from Cabano. Cabano with the cross in, and Boller just pulled Wilson off at the end. We couldn't get an end of that. And Fulham begin to knock on the door as they look to try and get a second goal in the contest. Can they get that second goal of the contest? Or will They won't. It's Fryer heads the ball clear. Francois knocks the ball back in. Cleared away again. Race for Tet. Looking in the ball forward. And he races all the way through to Lumley. And Lumley will boot it long downfield looking into the path of McNair. And McNair gets there. Boller back to Fry. Here's Morsey. McNair getting a bit further forward in the second half. I've played majority of the first in the centre-back role. Crooks playing as a striker now for Middlesbrough. And here's Carvalho keeping possession. And the ball is through for Cabano. In towards the penalty area. Cabano outside the penalty area now. Is Tet. Move across. Mitrovic! Just wide. Dijksteel did well to get in there to put him off. And just look at this from Dijksteel. As the cross comes in from Tet. Just got put there to put off Harry Wilson. No, Wilson, Mitrovic. Put Mitrovic off, should I say. And just because he was touched tight to him there, Dijksteel, Mitrovic didn't have a free header to really trouble Lumley in the goal. As the ball is forward by Fry, and then it's taken out. And it's Fulham 1-0 up into the final 20 minutes of this game. I'll be having to get my thinking cap on in a few moments to decide a man of the match. And Sam Morsey. Sam Morsey is a man who has just come on. What's just come off? Isaiah Jones has come on. Brought in by match because he picked up a head injury against Rotherham in Middlesbrough's final pre-season match last Friday. As Fry flicks the ball on. Jones is there again. First touch for Jones was to head it into Cabano. Now Wilson for Mitrovic. Is Cabano once more. Cabano strikes it just wide. Could have caused a bit of trouble there, but the power wasn't there. And that's a poor effort in the end. No changes as of yet for Fulham and Mark Russell. The side, Wilson booked a few minutes ago for an eye boot was the Fulham man booked for. And a goal and a booking now, Wilson. Robert D. Cordova-Reid coming on in a minute for Fulham. Be interesting to see who D. Cordova-Reid will be coming on for. Will it be Alexander Mitrovic, or will it be either Wilson, or will it be Cabano? And we'll find out shortly when that substitution is made. Here's Tavernier. Cavallero does well to get the ball back. They spun away from what? Run away from Tavernier, but then play the ball out wide looking for Mitrovic, but Mitrovic cuts inside, so that's chase his own pass there. So passing to himself. Now Francois. Here's Tim Ream. Love the ball across. Tim Ream in towards Robinson. Spencer's across there, turning back into the path of Lumley. And Jed Spence does really, really well To get back there, here's the ball from Lumley across towards Crooks over his head. And the Biohead's clear this time as the ball was not back forward by Boller. Boller knocks the ball the wrong way and he's helped back to his goalkeeper from McNair to Lumley. Lumley gets the ball forward over the head of Crooks, but into the path of Isaiah Jones, who's going out on that side now. Tavernier inside. McNair for Dijksteel. Dijksteel is fouled by Cabano. And Mark Boller seems to have cut inside a little bit, with Jones now over on that left hand side of the penalty of the Middlesbrough left. Now can Middlesbrough get back into this game? Tavernier having a word with McNair where to put it to. McNair delivers to that spot as well with Jones, who knocks the ball back. Gonna keep the ball alive, but he's going out for a goal kick. And then now time for Fulham substitution. Onside is Jones. Couldn't go and end of that. And Neskins, Cabana is the man who's come off. And it's Bobby Di Cordova-Reid, who was Fulham's top scorer last season, the man to come on in his place. Beatrice only got 8 goals in the Premier League, who last season as Fulham were relegated back to the Championship. Be interesting to see if the challenge goes to Tavernier inside the penalty. Tavernier with the shot is blocked. Comes to Boller. Now is Jones. Boller again. Mo Boller scored! Fantastic goal from Mo Boller. And Middlesbrough are level. And it's a big, big blow for Fulham. They thought they would have got away with the dominant being on top. Middlesbrough, no shots on in the first half, no shots throughout the second half, and first shot of the game for Middlesbrough, and it's in. Tavernier cuts inside, brilliantly run. Brilliant shot is blocked. Breaks to Boller, all wide to Jones. Back inside to Boller, and Boller fires a cross goal. And I think he touched it out of Adebayo, opened his legs. If Adebayo kept his legs shut, that would have been the easiest. That would have been a fantastic block. But superb save, and Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 1. Here's the scoreline. Cheers, JB says, good comms so far, doing a great job. Thank you, my friend. Might give me an update on the Arsenal and Tottenham game. 77th minute, the goal was scored, and it was from Mark Boller, who's got the scores level. That's 7th minute for Middlesbrough to level. It's 1-1 in the game now, and if you've just joined us, superb game so far. I'm glad I chose this game to do for the opening one of the new English Football League season for myself. Second game of the season for myself, as Art's game last week was my first against Celtic in the Scottish Premiership, as we got up into Scotland to do a few games as well. Here's a ball in forward from Fulham. Goalkeeper, this was goalkeeper Lumley. Breaks for Crooks. Crooks gives the ball away to Onima. The two back number 25's battle. Here's Tavernier, goes down. No free kickers. Francois into Wilson. Wilson away from one. Goes down under a challenge of the referee. Referee's giving a free kick to Fulham there. It was fouled by the referee, not McNair, and the referee gave a free kick. Bit surprised that the referee gave a free kick for a foul by himself. He should have booked himself there for me. As now, here is Grant Hall. Here is Dyke Steele, who can get the ball forward looking towards Matt Crooks, and he's just cleared away. Decode over Reed, can't keep the ball in play. And we're currently at 1-1. If you're just tuning in, thank you very much. If you've been tuning in for the entire match, thank you also. We currently have 10 minutes left to play. And Coach Service would like to thank our official streaming partner for this season, Melon. Visit their website at www.melonapp.com. About to get my thinking cap on for the man of the match, which will be sponsored by the brilliant commentary services. Who will be our man of the match today? Find out shortly, as we will announce our man of the match very, very soon. The rain is pouring down, as you can see some of the fans behind the goal, where the Middlesbrough fans are in, and putting their jackets over their head, putting some rain masks on as well. As the ball is hit forward towards Wilson. Wilson's through on goal. Wilson, shot blocked. Oh, it's blocked over. Motivation behind for a goal kick. The Fulham fans are appealing for a penalty, but he said no, there did Keith Stroud, and I can see why he stayed on his feet. Managed to get a shot away. There's some contact, but it came back into the path of Mitrovic, who could only fire over, and there was not much of a contact. But big save from Lumley, and then Mitrovic can't keep the effort down on the follow-up. The ball is hit forward, giving the ball away. Breaks it for decoy over Reed. Trying to get Wilson away. Again, ballers across, let's do fantastic defending. And it's out of play for a throw to Fulham to be taken in a moment. But substitution now for Fulham is Cavallero's coming on for Tyrese Francois. So I think what's going to happen now is Bobby D. Cordova Reed will be pushed further wide to the left. Carvalho playing a bit further inside. Wilson moving just inside a bit more as well. And then on the right, Ivan Carvalho can go and end of that. Still 1-1 is the score. Ivan Carvalho is now on as Fulham have made 2 changes. Middlesbrough made all their 3, so Middlesbrough can't make any more changes now. Even if they wanted to. Alison giving the ball away. Fulham now have a throw. Can Fulham get back into this game? If you're just tuning in, where have you been? It's currently 1-1. Goal from Harry Wilson and a goal from Mark Bauer is why we are tied at 1-1. Will Middlesbrough get back into this game? Because it looks like it's a 4-1 now for Fulham. Ball on the floor there. He now gets back to his feet. Not sure why he went down there, but a throw to Middlesbrough. Bauer will look to attack forward and try and get back into this game before the second half. Who's going to get our man of the match? Is almost time to decide that now. I'm going to put it on here and get ready for the name of our choice for man of the match. I'm going to decide in a second, so just get ready. And I think I've decided on who's going to be our man of the match today, so I'll just get that sorted. And I have got it sorted, and I know who's going to get man of the match. I'll get his name in the section to put across the bottom of the screen for when they announce it very, very soon. Player of the match is sponsored by Commentary Services, and I've decided on this guy who I'm going to give man of the match. Player of the match, should I say, 2 for this season, is now called Player of the Match. And we'll be announcing your player of the match very, very soon. Also coming forward from Middlesbrough is Tavernier! Tavernier fires over. And that's a big, big chance. And Alson does really, really well. Lovely run forward into the path of House. Tavernier can't fire on goal. And now what I'll do as we watch this incident again, just Tavernier trying to find the target with Friday just over the bar there. But time for a player of the match to be announced in a second as the ball is back with Lumley, who clears away up to Crooks. But player of the match has gone to Harry Wilson of Fulham. He's done quite well today. Everything Fulham's created has come through him more often than not, and he's caused a few problems for that Middlesbrough defence, along with a number of other Fulham players. But Harry Wilson is the player of the match award for this game. Congratulations to Harry Wilson. Abu Kamara is about to come on. I would say another guess is for, I thought it might have been for Mitrovic, but it's not. Is Fabio Carvalho's who's gone off, and Abubakar Kamara is on in his place. And Marbella will tail a throw, which will be thrown down the line into the path of a Tavernier. It breaks for Johnny Howson. Here's Dykesdale. And Dykesdale goes down. And I'm currently interested to see how many minutes of stoppage time will be added. All 3 subs now have been made for both sides. Be interesting to see. I mean, they're over this. Middlesbrough try and get a late winner here. Can they get a late winner? Wilson, the player of the match. Cummins would snatch a late winner here. Away by McNair. Breaks into Jones over on that far side. Jones goes down. Wins a free kick for a foul by Onema. Tavernier across there to take it quickly. McNair will be coming across as well in a minute. Middlesbrough fans getting behind their team towards the end of this match. Wonder how many minutes of stoppage time we will get. We'll find out in a second. We have got 5 additional minutes at the end of this match. Can we see a late winner for either one of these sides? Will it be Middlesbrough to get the late winner from this free kick? Or will Fulham break from this free kick and get a late winner themselves? He's in towards the penalty, cleared away by McNair. By Ream from McNair's free kick, out for a throw. Boller across to go and take the throw in. And he'll look to get the ball forward and in towards the penalty area. If we have one last chance to get anything down the line towards Crooks, goes behind for a goal kick, which Gazaniga takes quickly. Into Ream now is to toss in Adebayo. Back to Ream. Is it forward, giving away, breaks into the path. Kamara. Cavallero. Here's Abubakar Kamara. Fulham wanted to win this game. Here's Robinson. Kamara gives the ball back to Ream. And now back to Gazaniga. Fulham being forced back via Johnny Howson's pressing. Mitrovic can't throw the ball on towards Kamara, who's running in, just playing just off him. As Isaiah Jones is through. Jones goes down, gets back to his feet. Down again. Foul by Tete. Lovely run from Jones. Let's stay on his feet first time. There's a foul. Kenny Tete could be punished here if Middlesbrough are to get a late winner in this. Can they get a late winner? Will they get a late winner? What can they do from here? McNair, will he go for goal or will he take the cross? He goes for goal, but over the bar as well, and less than 2 minutes to go now, and I think we're going to end all square as 1-1. And for those that have tuned in today, thank you very much for listening. We will be back at 4:15 to bring you coverage of our Opus 4 game from the Championship, as Coventry City take on Nottingham Forest later. Will Middlesbrough get a goal here? Howson over a free kick. Howson to take the free kick rather than McNair this time. Can Middlesbrough get at least a point here, or maybe all three? They have played well in this second half, Middlesbrough. Howson with the free kick is cleared away. And Wilson gets the ball away. And a move called Kamara. And get Fulham over the field. Caballero's with him. Kamara gives it to just behind Mitrovic. And now Crooks is away. He needs support coming for him. Crooks is held a penalty. Matt Crooks. On for Fulham. Six for Tavernier. Tavernier shot is blocked. Howson to Spence. Howson just behind Crooks. Full ball, final 10 seconds now, and it looks like it's going to be 1-1 at the end of the game. And what a game we have had today. Booking for assistance, Lewis Martin, Kevin Blackwell. Bookings for Ikpeazu, McNair, Boller, Mitrovic, Wilson. Full time has gone. We have finished here now. It's finished Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 1, and what I will say, it has been an absolutely fantastic game this afternoon. Fantastic game. And to those who are been listening throughout this afternoon, thank you very much for listening. 1-1 is the final score. Wilson opened the scoring. Boller equalised within 77 minutes, and it's finished Fulham 1, Middlesbrough 1. And you have been listening to our great coverage today. This is the Commentary Hub. We'll be back at 4:15. From all of us here, this is the Commentary Hub. Goodbye.